don't think, and I appreciate it so many over and over again if you get on here early, because that might mean either you've stumbled on here by luck, or it means that possibly you have me as like one of those alert buttons so that if I go live, you know, which if that's the case, major props. Totally appreciate it. This TikTok live is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be going over several quiz questions, and we want to make sure that we give everybody a chance to answer. So instead of giving everybody as a collective the chance to answer, I'm going to single out one specific person in the chat. Nicole Figueroa. Let's give it a few more minutes, but Nicole, you will get the first chance to answer the first question if you're ready for it. So whatever Nicole answers is what we're going to go with. Okay. Nicole Figueroa, 0613. Which one of these is Tom Ford? Is it A, B, or C? Which one of these is Tom Ford? Nicole, she's ready. I know you initially picked A, but do you want to stick with A, Nicole? Feel free to use the community for support. It looks like Nicole's sticking with A. Okay. Nicole picks A, so we will go with A. We'll see if she's right. Super solid. Super solid. Okay, who am I going to pick on next? Let me know if you want to go answer this one next. Can you name Diaz and Durga's latest launch? Okay, Lindsay, Live Your Life. You're up next, if you don't mind. Can you give us your best guess? Lindsay, Live Your Life. Your initial guess, Lindsay, was A, but I want to make sure it's the right one. Lindsay, Live Your Life. What will you go with? Give her a few more seconds to respond. I know the pressure is tough. It's like, is it A or it's a B? No word back. Lindsay goes with B. Okay. Thank you, Lindsay. I'm gonna give you a few seconds in case you want to change your mind, but that is your final answer that you're gonna go with. Diaz and Durga's latest launch? B. Let's see. I don't know why it had A on there. You know, sometimes when I make these forms, they don't always work out, in theory. Here we go. Here's the next question. What does Kayali translate to? Is it A, my perfume, B, my inspiration, or C, my imagination? And on the chat, we are going to go with... Who are we going to go with? Nico Sketch. Nico Sketch. Okay, looks like Nico Sketch is up. Nico Sketch, I'm going to let you pick. He goes with B. Or she. Or they. Sorry. Is B the answer? Oh, I am sorry. Ew, you can't get them all. You can't get them all. It turns out that Kayali actually translates to C, my imagination. But you know what? Nico, stick around. We still have plenty more questions. Okay, who are we going to call on next for this one? Name this Britney Spears perfume. Is it A, Curious, B, Fantasy, or C, Believe? Okay, Katya, I'm going to give you the chance to answer this. So Katya, it looks like you've picked Katya_Rangel. Katya selects B. If you want to stick with B, Katya, go ahead and hit B again, and also double tap the screen just to share some love. Katya says, my turn to shine. Of course it is. She says, yes, B, let's go. And you know it, it's the most popular celebrity fragrance probably that there is. Way to go. Alright, next one. Who can we pick on next? And please double tap the like button. Let TikTok know that we are live learning about fragrances. This is the Education Center of Funness. What year did Britney Spears' Curious launch? A, 2000, B, 2004, or C, 2008? Or technically we never had a 2008. It only became 2000 and late. But that's just a different topic. Okay. Who can we give this to? Alright, anybody in the comments that feels pretty confident? Missy Jacques. Missy Jacques. I'm going to go with you. If you want to stick with A, you can. I'm going to give you another few seconds. So Missy Jacques, you're being picked next to make this choice. What year did Britney Spears' Curious launch? Missy, listen to the comments. What do you want to stick with? A, B, or C? Missy says she wants to go with A. All right. Did Britney Spears' Curious launch in 2000? Ooh, no. It actually launched in 2004. But that's okay. We still have plenty of other questions to go through. You know what's fun? We don't lose anything. I don't shut down the live if we get something wrong. We just keep learning. 2004 Britney Spears' Curious launch. But on to the next one. What year did Wonderstruck launch? I bet y'all don't know who launched it. Just kidding. The name's on the bottle. Is it A, 2005, B, 2008, or C, 2011? This is tough. Okay. I love... Let's see, what's this name? Katara Q. Katara Q. You got 390 followers. I appreciate you being on live, and I'm going to go with you for the answer. Katara Q, do you want to stick with 2011 C? I think Qatar wants to stick with it. Qatar, do you want to stick with C? We'll hit the drum roll again. Hit the drum roll again. Okay, she says yes. She wants to stick with C. Did it launch in 2011? Hey, someone knows their Wonderstruck. All right. The launch years are super tough. Like, I don't blame y'all for getting some of these wrong. I forget the answers myself. Let's go back to one of the first classics that used a flavoring agent to make the perfume. What year was Mugler Angel launched? Now, this is a repeat question. If you're on my past live, you might know the answer. Don't share it, but definitely lead the way. Who can I give this to? So Libby, with 241 followers and the emoji of looks like a Neptune and a moon. I'm giving this question over to you, So Libby. So if you want to guess, the answer is yours. So Libby, what year was Mugler Angel launched? 1990? 1992? Or was it 1994? Double tap the screen if you think you know. I think Libby's going to stick with it. I think Libby's going to stick with 92. If there's no other changes from Libby on the chat, then we're going to go with B. Hey. When you know, you know. This was an easy one. You got to throw in an easy one and a hard one. Launch years are tough, but you get the... Okay, Victoria Perez. In the chat, I'm going to give this one over to you. Somebody says, please, not this one. It's written on the bottle. Is it? Or isn't it? Oh no, I skipped it. Ooh, that was my fault. Y'all can blame me. Yeah, I got the DJ saying I did a faux pas. That's on me. I should have had things queued better. What year did Baccarat Rouge 540 launch? Pinkie Pie's Limey with 40 followers in the chat. Go ahead and give it a guess if you don't mind. I'm gonna hand it off to you, and hopefully I don't click something that I'm not supposed to. Pinkie Pie says 2015. I like that guess. We'll see. Great job, Pinkie Pie. Great job, Pinkie Pie. Yeah, somebody accidentally left the answers checked, so if y'all could ignore the first half second of each one of these transitions, I'd appreciate it. Which one of these is called Sweet Like Candy? Is it A, B, or C? Sad Pits with the face of Mr. Bean? Sad Pits, I'm gonna give this one to you, just because you have the Mr. Bean face on your profile photo. Sad Pit, which one is Sweet Like Candy? Where can I find this quiz? Oh, Sad Pit says A, Bay, Bay, they know for sure. Here we go. This is gonna be the shortest final answer. Yeah, she knows. They know. Way to go. Somebody says, where can I find this quiz? Every week on my TikTok live. I haven't published it. I've been building it up, and eventually it'll just be a ton of questions. I don't know if I'll make it public. So, yeah, I'm just making a ton of fun guided questions that I think will be interesting. Tay friends, Taylor, you're in the chat. You're up next. Which one of these is called Crystal Noir? Is it A, B, or C? Tay, the next one's you. Tay says C. That's a double C, which to me that's the final answer. Is Crystal Noir C? Absolutely. Which one of these is called Musk Noir? And like the screen's all distorted, but I'm pretty sure y'all can still see. Musk Noir. Oh, Lizard King asked for the next one. Absolutely. Lizard King, you're up next. Which one of these is Musk Noir? A or B? Lizard King says, nah, never mind, I'll pass. Brenda Laura on the chat, thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna give it to you, and you say B. So Brenda, if this is your final answer, let us know. I think Brenda is sticking with it. Is it B? And thank you so much for a small rose for jumping on the Twitch. All right. If you know your cognacs... Oh, wait. I can't... I just gave y'all a hint. I can't give that anymore. What is Killian's last name? Is it A, Hennessy, B, Cognac, or C, Kardashian? Mia, Big Boy 4 on the chat. So consistent on coming to my lives, by the way. This one's for you. Go ahead and take it. They go A, so we can consistently. A small rose says, I'm the Lizard King. Big Boy 4. Mia goes with A, and we're, I believe, going to stick with A. Perfume Geek says, it's definitely C. Is it A? Definitely right, but I queued up the wrong sound. We're gonna skip this one. I got a little bit of shade for that one. We're gonna skip it. Alright, there we go. What year was Creed Aventus launched? Go for Mandy. Do you want to try this one? Mandy from the block in the chat. What year was Creed Aventus launched? A, 2010. B, 2014. Go for Mandy says 2010. Is it 2010? Absolutely. Great job on that one. Next one is, can you name this fragrance? We've completely hidden the logo. You can't see any markings. You can't see any brand names. Well, I mean, you can see Chanel. But that's the only thing you can see. Is it A, Chanel Chance, Chanel No. 5, or Coco Mademoiselle? Shema, with a butterfly emoji in the name. Go ahead and give it a guess. Shema says C, so we're gonna go C. Not bad, not bad. This is a tough one, so if I call on you and you don't feel comfortable with this one, we can pass it to someone else, but there's nothing wrong with just guessing. Can you guess the price of a 30 milliliter, which is a small one? Black Opium Illicit Green. It's the new flanker. And we are going with standard retail prices, US dollars, among Sephora and Ulta. A, 65, B, 78, or C, 85. Let's see. Who can I call on this one? Alani's Fragrances? Thank you so much for joining. Let's give you this one. Alani says B. Are we sticking with B? Do y'all want to back her up on the B? Somebody says, no idea, I'm British. If I was British, I would say the same thing for most of my stuff. Like, where's those reports from work? I don't know, I'm British. Is it B? Here we go. It's definitely B. All right. A small rose on Twitch. Thank you so much. They want to guess B. Can you guess the price of a 35 milliliter Chance Otandra? Is it Chance Otandra? There's got to be like a nickname for the Otandras, because I feel like weird saying Chance Chance Like, it sounds like it's saying like A, 58, B, 68, or C, 72. B-boy with 7 exclamation points. Everybody's gonna get it right. Ooh, you're right, Katya. That's the way I need to pronounce it. Instead of saying I need to say ooh. Simply Emim, you're next on the chat with the guess, and I believe you picked B. Do you want to stick with B or change? Simply Emim goes B. No, Simply Emim goes C. Let me know if you want to stick. We can change, or we could stick. Okay, C, double exclamation point. I love it. Thank you so much. C is the final answer. Is C right for 35 milliliter? Great job on that one. What year did By the Fireplace launch? Maison Margiela replica lineup. 73, 99, or 2015? What year did By the Fireplace launch? Somebody says, no way my mom spent that much on Chance of the Tundra. Robin Coco? Let's give this one to you. You're picking C, Robin. And so if that's your final answer, go ahead and give me some exclamation points or just retype C. Robin's confident on C. Oh, they're definitely sure on C. Way to go, Robin. Send her some love, y'all. Give her a follow. Which one of these is a gourmand note? I don't know if y'all know this, but a gourmand note is a note that... Oh, see, I almost gave the answer. I can't do that. Is it A, cedar, B, rose, or C, vanilla? Mikey, I know you've been wanting to get in next, so I'm going to let you have this answer, Mikey. Is it A, B, or C? What was Mikey's first guess? You picked vanilla, Mikey, so I'm going to go with giving you the countdown. Is this your final answer? They say yes, so we go with C. Way to go. Oh, I skipped a question. Let me go back up. Going back up. Y'all didn't see the answers. We're gonna pretend like everything like is a smooth production. No one's watching. Just like 50 people on a couple different platforms. Whew. Saved it. Name of Billie Eilish's perfume. Is it A, Billie's, C, Eilish, or C, Ocean Eyes? I think it's Ocean Eyes. Let's give this to Mumu000, who's picking B. Mumu, you've already double tapped B, so that's locking in your final answer. Way to go. I know some of these can be tough. Mila, I see you hitting the emoji with like the face. Does that mean you want to go? Choose me, pick me, love me. Mila, you're up next. The number of ingredients in Le Labo Santal. Mila, hit us with the answer. If you would be so kind. Mila says, thank you, thank you, thank you. You win nothing, but you lose everything. No, I'm just kidding. You don't lose anything. Mila goes for the answer 33. Okay. She double inputted 33. 33, 33. That's locking in her final answer. Is it called Santal 33? Way to go, Mila. Now, you're not looking on the interwebs, are you? On the interwebs to try to get the answer? Hopefully not. The number of ingredients in Le Labo's bergamot. Bergamote? Bergamot? A small rose says, accept you, dignity. Number of ingredients, is it A, 22, B, 32, or C, 62? Just Chef Mac, have I smelled anything from Thin Walled Mercury? I have not. They have been consistently sold out. Like, every time I've thought about preparing to order, they've been sold out. I think now they're back in stock, so I may have to give them a visit. But nothing yet from Thin Walled Mercury. Katie, or I am Katie Roth, with 183 followers. Thank you so much for joining my TikTok live. Picking A. Fragrances make you feel things. See, those are the good fragrances. Save to those. Bergamot. That's the way we should pronounce it, bergamot. Katie goes with A, so we will go with A. You enter it twice, you get locked in. So, is it Bergamot 22? It definitely is. It definitely is. Congrats on that one. What is Dolce's newest flanker? Now, this is specifically the Dolce line. They all have the similar style bottle, but what is the newest flanker? Baby Loves Murphy, you just joined. Would you like to give this one a guess? What is Dolce Line's newest flanker? Ava says C. I am Katie says B. Oh, the soda ASMR. I'm so sorry. I would hit mute, but this mute button gets stuck. Like, I could hear the voice of like my entire family growing up. Why are you slurping? Stop slurping your soda. Talia16 says C. So we're gonna give it to Talia. Well, thank you, Robin. It was nice to hear. Good. Is the answer C? Alright, next one is, can you name this fragrance? And I think we're coming close to the end of this fragrance quiz. And after this, I'm going to go back and add more questions that are kind of funny, kind of educational. Name this fragrance. Is it Tobacco Vanille, Black Orchid, or Oud Wood? Not Oud Wood, it's Oud Wood, I think. Avesville, I don't think I gave you a chance to answer one. So Avesville, I'm going to give you this one to answer. Avesville says C. If you want a double C or give me an exclamation point, we will know for sure you want to lock that answer in. Thank you so much for the likes, by the way. Lizard King. Avesville says, oh gosh, I'm on the hot seat. Take your time. I mean, you really can take your time, but you can take your time. Everyone else but B. Okay, using the community audience to assist. It's okay. Looks like we're going with B. Is it B? Great job, everybody. Now, just so everyone's aware, this is the end of the quiz, but let's do a quick recap in case you're jumping in late and you want to see what all the questions were and all the answers. We'll be adding more questions as more quizzes come up. This isn't necessarily a game show, but it is a game show. It's a fun show. You want to have a good time. So, to recap, which one of these is Tom Ford? I mean, obviously not Jeremy Piven. That's Michael Scott. That's not Tom Ford. See, that's if y'all never knew, that's Mr. Ford. DS and Durga's latest launch, is it amaretto or pistachio? It's pistachio. Did you know that Kayali translates to my inspiration? No, it wasn't. That one was a wrong one. My imagination. See? Now we know. I think we were about, we only missed 3. The name of this perfume bottle is Britney Spears Fantasy. What year did Britney Spears Curious launch? This is a hard one. And I think it was 2004. That was the wrong answer, but we're going to correct it now. Flying through these. What year did Wonderstruck launch? Definitely a 2011 launch. You guys already know this. I think I'm going to leave this one out on the next one. Everybody knows 92 now is the launch date for Angel. I mean, this one, the name's written on the bottle, but it's kind of thin font. 2015, that's not too long ago. 2015 isn't too long ago. Yes, this is Sweet Like Candy and Versace Crystal Noir. Yeah, I think these are all pretty good. I'll be adding some more in, but if there's some specific questions that you want to see, or if you have a different type of question that you want to see, leave me a comment on my latest TikTok and we'll find a way to get it included. Thank y'all so much. And I guess I could, like, stick around? I mean, we occasionally talk about other fragrances, if you want to talk about other fragrances. Let's do a reset on this. Reset. And somebody's gonna probably say, what about this music? Can we do something about this music? That's what I'm thinking. What's this, Spotify? One last one. And that's it. That's the last one. And let's get some stream beats. They were like kind of chill and mellow, but at least they're like copyright free, so that all these TikTok lives get uploaded to Twitch and YouTube afterwards. How do I like the Marc Jacobs Skylines? I haven't tested the Skylines yet, but there's a few different ones, and I think those are just going to range more ozonic. Marc Jacobs Sky? Yeah. Aquatic and ozonic marine. So I haven't tested them, but I'd assume you'd really need to love some ambroxan or ambergris. That's kind of just like my initial thought. And it's a popular scent note, so it would probably make really well for layering. Did I smell the latest Nest perfume? I have not, but funny thing is, they will be sending me the latest Nest perfume. I was exchanging chats with Nest, and they're like, do you want us to send you something? And I said yes. And then I never responded back with what. And then I find out they released a new launch, and I was like, can it be the latest launch? Ozonic, what does it smell like? So great question. Generally, ozonic just represents air, like fresh air. It's sometimes like a blend of mineral or grassy. So like if you've ever been in a high altitude where you get a lot of wind in your face and you smell the atmosphere, that is what ozonic represents. Sometimes it can be done with musk, aquatic notes, but yeah, ozonic. Free Nest, yeah, I'm super excited. And it's a vanilla fragrance, which is extremely popular, so I think a lot of the audience will like it. Hey, what's going on, Natalie? Fragrance Talk joined the TikTok. And if y'all haven't followed Fragrance Talk, be sure to follow her. Somebody asked, what is a civet note? Okay, so more than likely it's just going to be a synthesized musky animalic note. I mean, it may range. It could be done that's kind of stinky, like if you've ever smelled YSL Kuros, it smells kind of armpitish, cat pee-ish, you know, a little animalic. And it kind of balances out some sweet notes at times. It could go leathery, it could go licorice, but yeah. Essentially that's civet. Let's see how Fragrantica. Pungent and fecal. The things we do for smells, man. The things we do for smells. So I would say the travel size for Kayali Eden is worth it. It's a good stink, absolutely. But otherwise, if you're looking for a full bottle, I would say go for I would go for Waiting for a Sale. I like Black Opium, not a huge love for me. I'm a big fan of these. Musk Invisible, I'd leave it there. I go travel size, love Flower Bomb, and the new Flanker. Orange Sanguine I like, but it smells a bit too much like orange juice. And if I want to smell orange juice, yeah, if I want to smell like orange juice or orangey, I would go towards the direction of Blood Orange by Cheyenne Blue. So this is probably still a very great fragrance. Let me just read the bad reviews. Sad faces. Definitely a summer scent. Wait for it. It smells like orange. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just not my preference for what I want to smell like. Good cologne for men in Sephora. So Blue Electrique is discontinued, so I would recommend getting that one before it goes away. YSL Eau de Parfum. Givenchy is about to launch a new one, a new Givenchy Gentleman. Check that one out. And also Coach. This one's pretty solid. Bleu de Chanel is good. YSL Sauvage Elixir. The opening is kind of harsh, much more of a winter scent, but I think it's really good. What's a really nice male scent with good sillage? I think go less fresh and more darker. So this is fresh, YSL, but it's still got good sillage. Ombre leather, really good sillage. Probably the strongest. And then obviously you got Tom Ford's, like Tobacco Vanille. I'd put that in the A category. The Good Sniffs. Thank you so much for joining. Thoughts on Tuscan Leather? I probably prefer it over Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. And I'd prefer Parfum, Ombre Leather Parfum versus just Ombre Leather. J-Hag Not a Perfume. I have it on here. I'm a big fan of it. It's like the right amount of strange familiarity, so I keep it up there. Thoughts on Womanity? Womanity I haven't tried. Womanity. Woody, fruity, savory. I wonder if this is similar to Marc Jacobs Decadence. Fig, caviar. I was like, $9 for a perfume, but I bet you it's like one of those tiny mini bottles. I'm always interested to see what people's photos look like. Wow, it's got strong performance as far as the rating goes. Looks good. I haven't tried it. Oh, what do I think about the Skylar line? I'm not the biggest fan of it. So they do like avoid a lot of common materials. I think there's 35 materials that Skylar doesn't use, and I was thinking about doing a video about this one specifically, but Skylar Fragrances has a different origin story and brand ethos, so they specifically avoid like 1,300 materials and 35 common perfume making materials, because like the origin was they're trying to be hypoallergenic, which doesn't mean that you can't get allergic reactions from them. It's just you're less likely to get allergic reactions from them. So I feel like some of them lean a bit youthful and stylistically and a little bit more linear. Fall Cashmere, I think from Skylar, wasn't a big fan of. Vanilla Sky I thought was okay. My favorites from them were Pink Canyon and I think it was something that was more Salt Air. I think it was Salt Air. Okay, 9CO asks, is it possible to have a unique smell? It is possible. So there's always going to be a new innovation in relation to fragrance materials. So you might have an amber that leans a specific direction that has just blends differently with a few different raw materials. If you've smelled Paco Rabanne's Phantom, which is a robot, Phantom. This one smells different to a lot of fragrances, but the reason is because they went old school. Like they used new materials and they used old materials in fragrance making. So they used stearyl acetate, which I believe was used to balance some of the sweet fragrance notes with something darker, greener, and mustier, slightly metallic. I like it. I was a fan of it. It's not a people pleaser, I don't think, because it just seems like most of the first reaction videos that I've seen weren't very positive. So it is still very possible to have unique scents, either through innovation or through a unique composition style. Now keep in mind, the fragrance and flavors industry, it's very similar. Like as long as there's innovation in flavor, there's going to be innovations in fragrance. So your new energy drink flavor, that's whatever, pina colada, lightning bolt, you know. Phantom looks interesting. It does smell a bit off to some, but I think it leans genderless, genderful. It plays well both directions. This has Bluetooth technology in the bottle. Bluetooth AI technology. It does, and you could download like some cool emoji meme. Clementine, California? Is this the one you're looking for? Something similar? I don't know of any new one. You may try Cheyenne Blue. Cheyenne Blue has a lot of other fresh fragrances. Is this Cheyenne Blue? No. This looks like Floral Street might have one. Sunflower. Cheyenne Blue as a brand, they don't have a ton of reviews up on Fragrantica, but they don't have the best longevity. Price point, they're good, especially their travel sizes. What is the perfume I recently reviewed on my Discord? Oh man. Yeah, I really love this one. I'm asking Teo Cabinal for a full bottle of this one. This is like a sample that I tried. It reminded me of Tobacco Vanille in a different direction, because Tobacco Vanille smells like vanilla Dr. Pepper and Big Red Gum. This one just smells like very warm vanilla latte. But the direction it went, I was a huge fan of it. I think it was like more appealing to smell throughout the duration. So this one, I think it also photographs well, so I'm also going to try to get another photo for photography reasons. Teal Cabanel does have a discovery set, so if you haven't tried them, I've tested two so far from the discovery set. One of them was a hit, one of them was like a miss. It was very powdery and green. Jemima or Jemime, she says Cafe Cabanel is on my wish list. It is on mine too now that I've sampled it, and it's like, I think it jumped up to top 5. Like for me, it was that good. Is it expensive? I think they're less expensive than some of the other fragrance brands that are at Sephora or Ulta. I don't see any prices on here. Let's see. Does it let me shop online while I'm on live? It's about 200. But I believe they have smaller travel sizes. Step up from Product Candy. I'll tell you one that I like that's not like Product Candy but still in the same scent family is Bon Bon. So you still have caramel, extremely sweet, and I love the way this smells. It doesn't get a ton of love, probably because it's too sweet. So it's probably more of an evening out or a winter scent. I have not tried Dior Gris Montiange. How do I feel about Baccarat Rouge? I like it. I wasn't blown away by it. I think the things that did impress me, the performance, longevity, and the way it performs way different on paper than it does on skin. Like, so that was like, it was a much longer testing process for Baccarat Rouge. On skin, you pick up more of the darker ambery, piney scents, and on paper, it really does smell a lot like Ariana Grande's Cloud. Not an exact scent profile, but that's why I think a lot of people overlap them, is because for spraying it on fabric, those other notes that are deeper, ambery, or more piney, they don't show up until like you get them diffused by just the heat of the day or body temperature. Thoughts on Hero? I wouldn't spend money on Hero personally. To me, it smells like a blue fragrance. I do like the composition, so it's fresh, very blue. I think one of the common materials that uses that is not eugenol. It'll come to me. A warm dry down uses cashmere. If you love the smell of pencil shavings, I think this is good. It's peppery. It doesn't say it on here, but to me, I smell fig. Another thing is, this is the same perfumer who did Versace Eros and the Versace Eros scent profile. I think the perfumer he balances spices with subtle sweets, and also it's pretty common historically that I've seen to balance off poppy spices like black pepper with something that's slightly sweet like fig. EDP usually lasts longer and has a higher... Yeah, I mean, I think that's right. Sheep fragrances? That one I'm not as familiar with. So, sheep scent category. Let me find a brand. Because for some, it could be material usage. Mossy, citrusy, woody. And there's a lot of green notes. Fresh Life. I haven't spelled that one. Okay, I'm gonna save the current status of the fragrance tier sheet, and then I will do a quick, maybe I'll switch the TikTok live format to something else so that I use my phone. But we can always come back tomorrow with more fragrance quiz questions. I'm glad the show of the fragrance quiz ended up coming out really well. And thank you so much for joining. Let me rewind this. Oh, I gotta clean up the quiz. I forget. So if I don't remove the answers on the quizzes for whatever reason, my computer just saves it all. And okay. Remove. Gotta remove that one. Now you'll see how the sausage is made. I mean, would y'all be open to wanting to use this to self-quiz? I haven't made it public. I've just been building it to have fun questions along the way. Going backwards on the quiz. Just to unselect the answers. Which one of these is a famous perfumer? Okay, that's clean. Getting there, getting there. Thank you so much for the likes, by the way. This is the cheat sheet for the next quiz. I think the current one, the time frame is 20 minutes, maybe 15. And these were all the new questions the year Wonderstruck launched. Britney Spears Curious. Fantasy, that's the name. Kayali means my imagination. The latest DS and Durga launch, Pistachio. Which one of these is Tom Ford? And there we go. That answers all of them. Most overrated scent? Ooh, I don't know. What left me unimpressed? I mean, for me, it's mostly related to price tag. So, I think Immortelle Skin. Is it Immortelle Skin? I can't think of the brand name, but it was essentially it smelled like clay, and it was a $20 sample to smell like clay and ink. It was ooh, not my... Oh, Immortelle, thank you. Somebody says, YSL Black Opium. Immortelle. No, it's not this one. And I try to Google it, and it just shows up as something completely different. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of the name. But it smelled like clay, and it was John, 1969 perfumes, have I tried them? I have not tried any of the 1969 fragrances. I feel like I've heard about them, and there was one viral TikTok that went off about it. I haven't tried Telegrama, La Vanilla fragrances. This is another brand that I'm not familiar with. I'm guessing they're not sold in a Sephora. It's just an online retailer. Oh, and another brand that's sending me stuff is surprisingly the Play-Doh. Yeah. The Play-Doh perfume company. Golden Nectar. So I should have this one in a few days. Play-Doh. So once I get this one, I'll let you know what I think, but I'm pretty sure it's a hit. It seems like most of the people on Perfume Talk have been in love with it, which amber and vanilla, that's a popular scent profile. So I'll give those other ones a try, and we will call it a night. And if there's any questions or if you have suggestions for the next fragrance quiz, leave them on my latest TikTok video, but I appreciate everybody jumping on. As always, thank y'all so much for joining. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, if you're on Twitch, or on YouTube. But everybody have a great night. Thank you so much, Sam Reezy, or Shama. Scream. Chloe, you just got Bitter Peach. That's awesome. Bye, Fragrance Talk. Thank you so much for joining.